They are at the start of their journey, they think outside the box, and they often come up with bright ideas. Their projects are innovative, they are a new generation of business people, and their distinguishing features are creativity and enthusiasm. This is the World of Startups, the program about IT developers and the industry of startups.
Hello, I'm Serik Akishev. This is The World of Startups, a TV program about new opportunities that technologies offer, the opportunities for creative people with original outlooks. Make yourselves comfortable, and in the next 10 minutes on this edition. One day with a startup. How do business people come up with ideas worth millions of dollars, and what do they dream about? Kazakhstani interior designers turn to crowdfunding. What are they raising money for? Find out about the recent trends for vehicles. Everyone's talking about the success of such exceptional people as Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs. But it is not their inventions that are familiar to all of us that causes a lot of interest. Most of us wonder about the way they come up with brilliant ideas. It is believed many successful startups think in the same way. We decided to check this and spent one day with one famous Kazakhstani developer to find out about his way of thinking, where he spends his free time and what inspires him in his work. In the Silicon Valley, he would probably be called an all-rounder, a sportsperson, activist, and a startup. However, Arman Süleymanov is modest and does not boast that he is fluent in English and that he has recently set up his own startup school in Almaty. Arman started pursuing his creative path at Princeton University, the US, where he was studying computing. When he graduated from the university, he set up a small IT company whose office was in close neighborhood with the Google office. Having worked in the Silicon Valley for about a year, he decided to return to Kazakhstan to teach. Arman says that there is no special secret in why he's so successful. His success is a result of hard work and patience, and in what he calls good habits. Let's see what he means.
I'm lazy like everyone else, but because I have those habits, I don't question it. It's just part of me. And then I can be lazy during the day, but the first 3 hours and the last 2 hours of my day, that's when I'm most productive.
Arman starts his day at 7 a.m. As soon as he gets up, he drinks a glass of water for better digestion. He has 3 spoons of flax oil for better brain activity, and then he jogs 4 kilometers. Then Arman gets down to work at his laptop computer. To warm up for about 5 minutes, he solves puzzles. Then he spends half an hour learning a little French and Japanese, 1 hour for professional development, and the rest time is spent teaching, working with codes, and improving the Being Beethoven, a mobile application which helps the user develop good habits. Arman is proud of this program.
Look at the leaderboard where all the people around the world kind of compete on the way they practice their daily rituals. So as you can see, I'm not the most disciplined. I'm on number 5. We have some other people who are beating me here. And then you can look at the all-time daily ritual, all-time leaderboard. And then this is my profile. As you can see, this is my progress as I move along. And you can see the number of habits I practice.
One more important area Arman spends a considerable amount of time is programming and coding, not to lose the grip and be able to generate new ideas. This is part of his daily routine. He hopes to come up with another bright idea about one more mobile application that will improve our world. While the Kazakhstani business community is not prepared to invest into local startups, the latter are turning to foreign crowdfunding platforms in search of investments. And there are plenty of interesting and creative ideas offered by our compatriots on crowdfunding sites. Find out more in the upcoming report. Kazakhstani startups are appearing on the world crowdfunding platforms in search of finances for their projects. Thanks to the donations they had there from the source users, 44% of their projects were realized. One of them, a book about Kazakhstan called Two Rivers by American writer Carolyn Drake, received more than $24,000, while the initial required sum was $15,000. The crowdfunding websites work on the principle of all or nothing. To get financed, a startup should specify the exact amount of money they need for their project. Then the initiator should decide on the deadline, and if during a certain amount of time it raises the necessary money, the startup receives it. Anastasia Leonova and Nisa Kinjalina from Almaty have become well known thanks to their night lights that glow in the dark because of the reflected lights produced on the base of the lamp. It is made pretty much like a snooker cue. It should have a durable base here so that it holds the reflecting mirror. There's the lower bar here too. It serves as a shelf. When you finished reading, you can put the book here, putting a bookmark in it. The girls needed money to participate in an international interior design in Milan. They had 2 months to prepare for their trip. They were suggested to use the Kickstarter website to raise the money. Of course, we started to panic. We had no idea where to get the money from to go on the trip. They couldn't raise enough money, but thanks to the publicity, they managed to sell a few items of their interior design and found other designers who agreed to split the expenses for the Milan Expo trip to join the girls. We have lots of ideas now, lots of plans to create something our own here, because this is interesting, it's fun, and no one has ever done it here yet. We like it. Having got the valuable experience of raising investments on Kickstarter, Anastasia and Nisa are ready to take part in other crowdfunding projects, but this time after more thorough preparation. We have to prepare for this more consistently. When we were doing it for the first time, we were rushing, trying to upload everything we had as soon as possible. Today we understand we need a more pragmatic, more consistent approach. The subject has to be thoroughly studied and other people need to be involved in it too. We eyewitnessed others doing well on Kickstarter, and unlike us, they had teams of more than 2 people. To fresh startups, the girls suggest that they dare to present their product on Kickstarter, but they have to be absolutely confident in it. Cars have become a practical necessity, like a fridge or television. Last year in Kazakhstan, there were almost 4 million cars. Such popularity of these vehicles causes demand for automobile startups. We have prepared a guide of the recent trends for modern cars. Watch trends. Reputable resource AgileList presents more than 2,500 automobile startups with an initial cost of $4 million. One of the most popular of them is GetAround, a service that will allow you to find and rent a car in your neighborhood. It also allows car owners to offer their car for a rental for a few hours or days. Each car for rental is equipped with a GetAround Connect chip that lets the owner track the car on the city map. Apart from this, the owner of the vehicle can open and lock the car doors from a remote distance, so he or she doesn't have to be present at the car location when handing the car key to the sharer. To install GetAround Connect, the car owner will be charged $100, and for including the car in the system, the owner will have to pay a fee of $20. Among the competitors of the service, Zipcar and Relay Rides. However, Zipcar only offers 24-hour car rentals, but Relay Rides added an hourly tariff in 2014. GetAround beats its rivals with the lowest rate. Navdi, an American company, has announced about their pre-orders for their device that has the same name, a head-up display. It will rest on a car's dashboard above the steering wheel. A high-resolution projector sends images onto a transparent screen so that you can see directions and receive notifications without taking your eyes off the road. You communicate with the device using either voice commands or hand gestures. For example, if you want to receive a phone call, just hold your thumb up. It uses Google Maps. The system is compatible with any cars, from the smallest to the largest models. Besides, it notifies the driver about the current speed, the amount of fuel, the distance, and other data. It's not cheap though. Now at pre-orders, it is $300, and a little later, it will cost $500.
На сегодня это все с вами.
That's all for today. I'm Serik Akishev, and you've been watching The World of Startups. See you next time in a week on Kazakh TV.
Пока.